Hello learners, welcome to part 3 of chapter 7. Till now in part 1 and 2 we have discussed about the parts of plants, the types of plants, and then we saw some more details of roots, stem and leaves. So time to go forward, but before that please like, subscribe and share the channel. It will mean a lot to me. Let's begin with an activity. So the activity aim is to observe the transpiration in leaves, and we are going to require a polythene bag, plant twig with leaves and a thread. Now the procedure. As a procedure, we'll cover the plant twig with the polythene bag and close the loose end with the thread. Once it is done, we can place the setup to receive sunlight. And after a short while, we see the appearance of water droplets which are on the inner side of the polythene bag. And this all is attributed to the transpiration which happens in the plants. Next activity is to find out whether the leaves contain starch. So the materials required are green leaves, Bunsen burner, ethanol, test tube, beakers which can be kept as 2, iodine solution, forceps, dropper and a petri dish. Now the procedure is a bit complicated and it's better that teachers perform it and we students observe it as a demonstration. So the first part of the procedure is to boil the leaves for 1 to 2 minutes. Then put the leaves in a test tube containing ethanol. Place this test tube inside a water bath for 8 to 10 minutes to decolorize the leaf. Use forceps to take out the leaf from the test tube and wash it with cold water. Now place this leaf in the petri dish and add 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution. And what we see is the purple black color appearing on the leaf, which is an indication to the presence of starch. Coming over to the flower, which happen to be the most cute part of the plant. Here we have 3 images. Now here is a question for you. Which among the 3 images help us to recognize the plant? Put on your thinking caps and keep thinking. Yes, it's the third image which easily makes us identify that the plant is a rose plant. Let's see flowers of some other plants as well. So here we have flowers of the various plants. The first one is wheat. The second one is maize. Then we have mango. And lastly we have guava. Aren't they cute and different from each other? Aim of the activity is to find the different parts of a flower. Here we have a rose flower and this is its bud. The green portion is the sepal and the colorful portion of the flower is the petal. Let's see some more details about the flower. A flower has petals, sepals, stamens and pistils. Let's see all of them in this lily flower. So here we have the colorful part which is the petal, the green portion which covers the petals called the sepal, and the pedicle which connects the flower with the stem. Here we have the anther and filament which form the part of the stamen. Anther contains dust-like particles called pollen grains. Here we have stigma, style, ovary and ovule, and all of these comprise the pistil. If we cut the ovary transversely or longitudinally, we are able to see the ovules. These are the ones which convert into seeds on a later stage. Now a science fact. Sundew plant attracts the insects by glistering drops of nectar. Once the insect touches the sticky hair on the leaves, it gets trapped. Some questions for you. The first one is, do all flowers have same number of sepals, petals, stamens and pistils? Put on your thinking caps and keep thinking. So the answer is, the number of sepals, petals, stamens and pistils may be different for different flowers. Some of these parts may even be absent at times. Are there flowers that don't have one or more of these? Again put on your thinking caps and keep thinking. Yes, the flowers of plants having one or the other missing components are called imperfect flowers. These flowers cannot produce seeds without the help of another flower. Cucumber, summer squash, pistachio, and kiwi fruit are the examples. Let's summarize the chapter. Plants are usually grouped into herbs, shrubs, and trees based on their height, nature of stem, and branches. Additionally, we have creepers and climbers too. The stems bear leaves, flowers, and fruits. The pattern of veins on the leaf is called venation. It can be reticulate or parallel. Leaves give out water vapor through a process called transpiration. Green leaves make their food by the process of photosynthesis using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight. Roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. They also anchor the plant firmly in the soil. They are mainly of two types, taproot and fibrous root. Plants having leaves with reticulate venation have taproots, while plants having leaves with parallel venation have fibrous roots. The stem conducts water from the roots to the leaves and food from leaves to the other parts of the plant. The parts of flower are sepals, petals, stamens, and pistil. Here we have the keywords used throughout the chapter. So the first one is climber, which is plants with weak stem that need support is called climber. Next one is conduct, to allow minerals, waters, and food move or transportation to happen. Creepers, plants with weak stems that cannot stand upright and spread on the ground are called creepers. Fibrous roots. Fibrous roots are the cluster of roots arising from the base of the stem. Herbs. Plants with green and tender stem are called herbs. Lamina, the blade or expanded portion of a leaf. Lateral roots. The smaller roots on the taproot are called lateral roots. Ovule, the part of ovary of the seed plants that becomes seeds after fertilization. Shrubs, plants with branches near the base of hard but not very thick stem. Trees, plants which are very tall and have hard and thick stem. Taproot. Taproot is the main root that grows downwards and is also called the primary root. Transpiration, the loss of water from a plant in the form of water vapor. Veins. Veins are the integral part of plants and act as a medium to transfer minerals and nutrients. As an extended learning to this chapter, following can be done. Keep a leaf in a book and see it after several weeks. Does it still look beautiful? We learned that plants produce carbon dioxide during night. Is it dangerous to keep money plant in the bedroom? Find out whether mushrooms are vegetables. These days there are plantable pencils in the market. Try finding out what makes them plantable after use. Figure out ways as to how animals and plants show interdependence. With this, we come to an end of the chapter, Getting to Know Plants. In case you have any queries or doubts, please write a mail to learning.space.mk@gmail.com. We will meet again in the next chapter. Until then, happy learning! Coming over to the baby cries. The purple black color. Oh no! There is a baby crying at the back.